Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful reality. Let's burn a little bit of Palo Santo, clear the energy. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful reality. If this video finds you, there are no accidents. It is meant for you. I am an earth angel, high priestess, intuitive, psychic, medium, creative, content creator, divine being, ascended master, here to serve you. And self, because there is no one else. By serving self, I am in service to the collective. It all starts with self-love. Self-love is key. Self-love was my mission. I was Random Acts of Candace. My blog was The Continued Journey to Self-Love. My journey led me to the depths of my own darkness, where I found my light. And I fought the spiritual warfare, the unveiling of the veil, the illusions and delusions of my own mind. To come to the conclusion to be here now, present, sovereign, conscious, awake, and in service. Expansiveness is what I pulled. I pulled a few cards I've been sitting on in this energy. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Because we're on a new timeline, guys. With perception on the back. Okay. And to get to this new timeline requires a leap of faith. Faith over fear. And I have written on here, the earth is my lover. The earth takes care of me. Part of that self-love journey, of course, is falling in love with ideas, with beliefs, with people, with communities, with practices, with religions, with love, and getting our heart broken because of these expectations attached to the ideas and the beliefs and the perceptions, and then going into the pain, the betrayal, the abandonment, the fears, the sorrows, the insecurities, the injustices. You go deep into them. You begin to heal them, understand them, There are layers and layers and layers and layers to this, and levels and levels and levels and levels of unveiling and shedding and diving deep into. To come out. It's scary, right? It sounds complicated. It is not for the faint of heart. It's not. It's not for the faint of heart, but the true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. Returns it to love. It takes courage. Courage. Takes courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. 444 on my timer. Your intuition always knows the steps, But you have to hear that intuition, you have to learn how to discern from what's your intuition and what's not your intuition. What is outside? What is a projection? What is external? What is a belief? A false belief. A belief will keep you looping in a timeline, a karmic timeline. And to defend that belief takes force. You're fighting. It's not in alignment. It's not in flow. What is flow? How do you know what flow is if you've never been in flow? How can you be in a new timeline, an expansive, aligned, sacred timeline, if you've never been out of flight or fight, if you've never existed outside of survival mode? There is a bridge between perceptions. It's mental. It's a deconstructing that needs to happen. That faith, that leap of faith that needs to happen is faith in self, faith in higher than self, the higher self, the source of all self. Can be found through the earth, sitting with self, with the earth, silent, in gratitude, in presence. That is the true offering. Is this making sense to you? Anyways, so flow and fighting, that is, I've been finding my flow and fighting what's not flow to find flow, to let go. And this has been, for a few weeks, I have felt this numbness, the stillness. I got a message from a subscriber to my channel, asked how my court date went. And I couldn't answer it properly because in a perception, I won. My son residence stays with me. He lives with me. But we have joint legal custody. None of my concerns were addressed. Complete corruption with our justice system, with our legal system. I mean, do you see what's going on in the 3D worlds? Complete corruption with the justice system, with the legal system. Our entire world is not what we believe it to be, and the unveiling and the unshedding of that is happening. The disclosure is everywhere. And if people are still attached to a timeline that they believe that this stuff is for us, it's serving us, in that timeline, they will experience the crumbling that is crumbling of that timeline. That toxic, patriarchal, dark, warlock, Masonic, corrupt, reptilian, I'm saying too much, But I'm already so far shadow banned, it doesn't even matter, because if this is meant for you, it'll find you who it's meant for, right? And what you see with these eyes are a lie anyways. The devil is a lie. And that is the energy. That energy is being removed from the earth, because the mother, source creator, the divine, she's had enough. She's had enough. Okay? The crows have called. They've been calling. Earth is shifting. The floods are flooding. The fires are firing. Hearts have been weighed. Okay? And if I was in a timeline, and I know that my heart is not pure, meaning I have wished ill on another for material gain, for false beliefs, I would pray. I would pray for deliverance. That's all I can say. I would pray for deliverance. Because the mother, the Most High Mother and Father, the divine source creator, has messengers. And they have been watching. We have been watching. I have been watching. You have been watching. We have been watching. And the fight for our flow, as above, so below. I just want to say, get excited. You're about to be blessed. But I've been in this stuck feeling, because it's I got custody of my kid. It's joint legal custody, but his resident stays with me, so I'm primary caregiver. I get to homeschool him, but not with the freedom that I believe he needs. It's a compromise. It's a hybrid homeschool program, so my son has to take a standardized test still. I don't believe children should be tested. I don't believe children should be put in a box and produced to perform. I think that a child should be able to wake up and rise how they feel and sit with their self and get into a creative flow, a natural flow of play and creativity, and then let the day go into a natural rhythm of a day. While responsibilities get done, which is my care that I created, which will be there will be material for that, creating a responsible environment. Responsible for yourself, responsible for your environment, basic life skills. And then land, food, and skills. Land, food, and skills. It's necessary. And when you cover that basis, it's an open space for creativity, which creativity produces production, and abundance is abundant because it is a flow, and it cannot be controlled. Cannot be controlled or tested. So, for someone who actually believes that the public school system is the best interest of a child, any child, in this day and age, with what is openly available everywhere, the public school system is about to be obsolete. Literally, it doesn't work. It's a failed system. And I'm not going to waste any more energy. I'm going to put together a little production and play it for y'all of like everything that's already all over the internet, which is why I've been like off the internet. It just fuels energy you've already like processed and released and let go of. So it puts you back in a loop because it triggers an emotional trigger, right? But like, if you still believe the public school system is the best interest for any child, pray for deliverance, because your perception is fucked. Toxic patriarchy. You have been programmed and manipulated, and I don't know if you actually have a soul. I don't believe you actually have a soul. Because if you had a heart, if you had a soul, you would know it's wrong. It was wrong that it happened to you. It was wrong that it happened to me. It was wrong that it happened to all of us. The soul of a child is godly. It should be free. Not harvested. And the public school system was created for factory workers, because this system is created to feed off of our energy. We're always fighting for this pretend happiness in this false society with these made up holidays, and it is all for energy consumption, to keep you working for a false reality, false God, false light, false life, false reality, false burial. Because that box keeps you from the earth. Your body doesn't get to go back into the earth, which is in the Bible. And you reincarnate as a fragmented soul. Again, with karmas you need to clear. But the illusion is so thick and so heavy that you never get to clear your karmas. You just keep incurring more karmas. And they put you in another box. And you do it again. And they say, love life, be joyful, right? Everywhere. Love life, be joyful. I'm going to put you in a fucking box. And you never get to go back to the earth. And then you're going to come back. And we're going to rip your fucking soul as a child. Because we're going to divide you from your fucking heart. Pull you from your mother. And stick formula in your mouth. And put a whole bunch of stuff on a TV screen and a tablet and a phone in front of you. And just override your nervous system with toxicity. And pump you full of sugar and fake food. And you're malnourished. And before you can even say one word, they got you. They got you where they want you. And now they're gonna eat you. Nah. Not anymore. Because the mother is mad. And today is her day. It is Earth Day. The earth is my lover. The earth takes care of me. I take care of the earth. My children are out there right now planting, gardening, laying out beds for new gardens. And I'm about to join them. And it's a beautiful day. But I want to read to you what I wrote. Because what I was feeling was heavy. This man is my narcissistic abuser. He has controlled me and manipulated me and gaslit me. And before I was even aware of what was happening, he turned my kid against me, my children, and sent them to the man that I spent years complaining to him about. He took every single weakness I had and made it his strength and put me in a box of submission, of codependency, while I was gaslighted. And he spun a narrative of how he was this helper trying to help this poor innocent woman who just can't get it right. This unstable gypsy stripper who just can't get it right. She tries so hard. No, I had a vision. Self-love is the key. I knew what I was doing. I was pulling away from toxic people like you and them who believe the public school system is the best place for a freaking child, who spank kids because they talk back, who tell children not to cry, who suck the fucking soul because their soul has been fucking sucked and they have no fucking soul. Yeah, I felt stuck because in that order, the judge lied. There were lies, there were discrepancies. I thought about appealing it, but it was a whole year of a waste of energy and energetic drain for myself and my child. I'm not going to do that again. Energetically drain myself. My child is safe. A timeline can't continue if the frequency isn't a match. I say pray for deliverance. But I wrote this yesterday. I know what I'm fighting for, and I want to share it with you. I read it to, yesterday we had therapy, and I read it to our therapist, and I want to share it with you. Let me turn this down a little bit. I know what I'm fighting for. My rising is sacred. In the morning, and I put parentheses around morning because it is my belief that morning is to mourn, to grieve. Our day should not start by saying good grieving. That's a very powerful spell. And then I crossed it out and I wrote rising. In the rising, I talk to God. Every day is different, but when I rise, I require time to process, and I enjoy going slow and allowing myself the opportunity to align and receive my day in gratitude and set my time for peace and prosperity. Set my tone for peace and prosperity. My rising should not be rushed. My rising is sacred. My children should not be rushed. Their rising is sacred. I'm fighting for our flow. Our sacred flow is under attack because they wish to rush our risings. They wish to strip us from our alignment. They wish for us to start our day rushed, frazzled, disoriented, ungrounded, and in complete chaos. And we're supposed to shovel something not nutritious into our mouths to fill our bellies, even if it isn't really food, to hurry up and get somewhere, whether it's school or work or some obligation that's completely unfulfilling. Just because we're supposed to. And then when we come home, we're still rushed. Never rested, never connected, never present. Never in peace. Never in prosperity. That is what they wish for us. Unconnected. I do not consent to their wishes. I am fighting for my divine right to my sacred rising. When I rise, I talk to God. When I rise, I sit in gratitude. When I rise, I listen to the spirits. When I rise, I am present. When I am present, I cannot be manipulated. I cannot be manipulated. When I rise, I am sovereign. My rising is sacred. My rising is divine. My rising is grand. May yours be grand too. Grand risings, my love. Forever and always love wins on all timelines, realms, and dimensions. And I started ending all my journal entries with on all timelines, realms, and dimensions. And that was my journal entry yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you. That is it. Flow. To be in flow. That's what it's all about. Do you see this? This is Bella down here. She's crying happy tears. And this is an angel and a sun. And it says, "Thank you, angels, for the best mom ever." And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. Because that is a blessing. May you have a blessed and beautiful reality. Love wins. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. These messages are timeless. If you want to go back through my journey, whatever is meant to find you is meant to find you. And as these timeless messages go, we're all going through different things at different times, but it's just there is no one else. I am you, you are me. We are all fractals of Source having a human experience. We came here for this shift. We're raising our frequency. Our frequency is our gift to this earth. And this earth is the gift to us. I love you. Love wins.